Oi, pessoal! Ainda dá tempo de você participar da promoção de 47% de desconto em qualquer plano anual do Cambly. Vai até o dia 7 de julho. Então, você que está escutando a gente hoje e ainda não participou, você pode ganhar 47% de desconto mais 10 minutos de aula grátis para quem ainda não conhece o Cambly. Então é o seguinte, você que é adulto e quer experimentar hoje uma aula grátis, vá lá no Cambly.com ou no aplicativo do Cambly, faz assinatura de algum plano anual que faz mais sentido para você. Aproveita esse desconto de 47% e coloca nu e cru 47 off. Lembrando que o off é com 2 Fs. E você que conhece alguma criança que tem afilhado, sobrinho, neto, sei lá, criança de consideração, qualquer coisa parecida que queira dar de presente para essa criança aprender inglês ou queira melhorar o inglês desse kid, vá lá também no Cambly e coloca nu e cru 47 off kids. E o melhor disso tudo é o seguinte, crianças de 3 a 14 anos podem fazer. E aí você tem vários tipos de planos. 30 minutos por dia, 2 vezes na semana, 5 vezes na semana ou 7 vezes na semana. E, gente, fala sério, 47% de desconto tanto para os adultos quanto para as crianças é maravilhoso. Então, vamos lá aproveitar. No Icru 47 Off ou no Icru 47 Off Kids. Now, on with the show.
Hey, Alexia, how are you doing?
Hi, Foster. A little bit better, but my voice sound...
Your voice sound.
It's a little bit weird.
Ooh, yeah, your voice sound is getting... Ooh, that's
My
a good
voice
start.
tone.
Okay, in English, you could say, my voice sounds weird, using sound as a verb.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could say the tone of my voice, the sound of my voice.
The sound of my voice is really weird.
The voice sound, that sounds like a strange boy band or a new reality show that you would watch.
The voice. This is the voice.
Okay, so speaking of TV, Alexia, today I wanted to talk about subtitles.
Okay.
So let me just ask you a few questions. Did you, when you were growing up, when you were just a little baby, Alexia, I'm not saying a baby, I'm saying little mini Alexia. When you watched TV, was it with subtitles or was it dubbed?
Subtitles.
Always?
Always.
You have no memories of watching TV that was dubbed?
No, because my dad only Disney.
Okay.
Disney.
You corrected yourself, but just a teachable moment for all of the listeners because I hear this at least once a day from our students in sound school. Said, oh, I've been to America. I've traveled to Disney.
Yeah.
Disney
movies, but they were all like desenho animado.
Cartoons, animated movies.
So that was dubbed, but like normal movies with actual human beings there, always subtitles.
That's interesting. Is this something?
Just because my dad and my mom, they used to hate it, so.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say, because I remember when I was in Brazil not too long ago, the majority of things in English were still dubbed. Just on normal TV.
Cable TV.
Cable TV, almost everything's dubbed.
Yeah.
One of my initial theories about why Europeans speak so much better English was just subtitles. That here in Portugal, you are not going to find many dubbed things on TV. Everything will be in the original language with subtitles. And I think that makes a really, really big difference. What do you think?
I think that nowadays in Brazil as well, like with the Netflix and things like that.
Ooh, you are getting ahead of me.
Nowadays, we see more people using subtitles and dubbed because we have more options, right?
Right.
Yeah, but if you go to the movies or anything like that in Brazil, in Portugal, you're gonna find dubbed or the original movie with the subtitles.
Yes.
So But in France, most of them are dubbed.
Yeah. So yesterday you were talking about, or a couple of days ago, you were talking about how France dubs all its movies, and you were thinking that Portugal was
Used to do that.
maybe used to do that in the past. Um, I don't know when they started, but nowadays in Portugal, the only dubbed productions are for kids, so cartoons.
No, when you go to the movies, for example, I went to watch
Uh, Aladdin.
Aladdin with my dad, and I had the option of being dubbed or the original movie.
Yeah, I'm talking about on cable TV.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. But in cinemas, if you want to go to the movies and see something dubbed, you can. But I think definitely the more popular option here is to watch in the original language with subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this was super fascinating to me because I remember the first time that I visited Porto. Yes, Alexia. Alexia's raising her hand like a student in a classroom.
I have a question because when you guys, you Americans, are watching an international movie or like production, I remember that your dad was watching O Mecanismo or something
Hmm.
like that, and it was automatically dubbed, right? Like the first,
On Netflix, the
yes, the
default
first
setting
option.
was,
Yeah.
yeah. In general, I would say Americans just don't watch international productions because we have so many good movies coming from Hollywood and we are the king of entertainment. So we just don't do it. Um, but when we do, I think this is something that is changing a lot. So the whole world changed with Netflix and the end of cable. And I'm a big, big fan of that. But in general, I think the default option, even with new services like Netflix in the US, is to automatically dub it to American
Yeah.
English,
Yeah.
which is stupid. But even people like my dad is not a big fan of international movies. And since Netflix, he's really coming around.
Oh, he's watching a lot of documentaries and things like that with you.
Yeah. And he likes subtitles now.
He got used to it. Like, this is real life. This is how the rest of the world
No, my dad is
do
learning a
it.
lot about Latin America through Narcos and El Mecanismo. The just real documentary.
Which is not that reliable, but that's fine.
So, what I was trying to say before I was very rudely interrupted was the first time that I visited Porto, exactly 10 years ago, I remember talking to, I believe it was the owner of the hostel I was staying in, and just a normal guy who spoke like 7 languages. And that was like the first person that I was like, oh my God. And then I realized, like, oh, most waiters and waitresses here speak like 5 languages. And he was like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just we watch subtitles um, for all of our TV, and we're really close to these other countries, and we have a lot of tourists come to our city, so we just learn all these languages. And I think that first interaction that I had is the entire reason that I have this idea for geography and subtitles as really important factors of what languages you will learn and how well you will learn them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing because I was thinking about like, I grew up with lots of friends from British school, American school, and the German school from Rio.
Mm-hmm.
And I was always like surrounded by English, French, and German. And German is a language that I really, really want to like one day start learning
9.
because German, a lot of people speak German, like here in Portugal.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. German is a beautiful international language. And English is actually a Germanic language. So it initially came from German. That's a long story talking about the roots of different languages. But if you learn German and you know English and you know Portuguese, there are a lot of languages that you could learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just a last point, I was looking at a map on the internet, and some nice person had a color-coded map of all the countries in Europe and what they do with their subtitles. Someone has way too much time. But it was very interesting to see because in Portugal, it is all subtitles except for children. In Spain, it's all dubbed. In France, it's all dubbed. And I love Spain. It's one of my favorite countries in the world, but they do not speak English very well. And Portugal is a poorer country, a smaller country that is learning, arguably, I would say it's more difficult for a Portuguese speaker to learn English compared to a Spanish speaker, just because of the sound differences. But Portugal is still kicking butt in that aspect.
There you go, Portugal. As armas, as armas. This is
Okay, when Alexia starts screaming as armas, that is when I know it is time to end an episode. So, just to wrap up, Alexia, this guide, the English Proficiency Index from Education First, we will include a link, but there are so many interesting things in there. For all you language nerds out there, I really recommend checking it out.
Yeah, so go check it out, and I'll check it out as well.
Okay, cool.
Bye!
Oi, pessoal! Obrigada por escutar mais um episódio do Inglês no Cru Rádio. Por agora, nós não estamos aceitando novos alunos para o Sound School. Mas, enquanto isso, temos coisinhas bem legais que vão te ajudar com seu inglês e que também vão apoiar esse podcast mais amado dos brasileiros. Nós acabamos de lançar um novo recurso chamado Friday Freebies. A cada sexta-feira, vamos mandar para você um novo recurso que criamos para te ajudar a melhorar cada vez mais o seu inglês e também algumas coisas bem engraçadas como behind the scenes da gente. Então, para ficar por dentro disso tudo, é só acessar www.inglesnoicru.com/free, tá? Você também pode entrar na lista de espera do Sound School e também será o primeiro a saber quando as novas applications serão abertas. Você também pode deixar uma review pra gente, hein? Juro, isso ajuda muito, 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 muito. Tudo isso e mais um pouco no inglesnoicru.com. Então vai lá e, como sempre, keep up the good fight and lose well.